Hey there, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we've got some updates for you. Because it's been quite a situation that we have here. So we're at a really bad losing streak. We are currently 7-13, I want to believe, for our online match ranking out of 20 matches so far, which isn't great, but it is still a learning thing for us. So here are the major changes that we've made. Serena changed out 2 moves. One is slow sweep and the other one is drop kick. Both of them are decent, but they're not going to be doing as well as we think that they are. So what we're doing instead is doing high jump kick and power whip. We're going to get the highest damaging moves for those so that we can maybe counter Urshifus and we can counter Heat Rams. Now, is that always going to be the case? Not, but we will be making other changes to her as well. She's still set to Jolly, so she's going to be really fast. And we gave her the full investment into speed. So she's got 4 in HP, 252 in attack, and 252 in speed to give her, I think, 204 speed. So she's going to be 1 number below Chien Pao, which hopefully will counteract the saltiness that we've been having with her, or at least make her a little bit more usable, because after this, if it still fails, then we might be switching out to the Fergaraf if we want to keep on with the anti-priority plan, or if we just want a different grass type, we could bring in a Moongus who can help out with anti-trick room, and we can also bring in Rillaboom who can bring in some healing for the team as well. So keep an eye on that. For Chien Pao, we changed out Haze for Ice Spinner. I'm not using Haze as much as I would like, and we're not seeing the Donzo or anyone using a lot of buffs. It does happen, but if I bring in Tornadus, who's going to taunt, that stops that, and since we're not able to use it in time to like prevent Fluttermane from getting hit with like Eerie Impulse, and it doesn't really stop anyone from getting hit with Thunder Wave, Haze is out. We're bringing in Ice Spinner to do a little bit more damage. Ice Shard is still in the team, or at least as a move. We are going to try it out this time and see what happens, and we're going to keep the Focus Sash. Otherwise, we're going to swap over to either Life Orb or Choice Band for Chien Pao. We'll see how those go. We're going to be doing as offensive as we possibly can so that we can win within the first couple of turns, as I am a hyper offensive player that loves using Trick Room. Wow, Tailwind. Tailwind might be used quite often, but we'll try it out in today's video. And for Grimmsnarl, we swapped out Fake Out for Foul Play. We're going to try that. I think Fake Out has a better chance of being used, but if I also don't use it the first turn that I use it, it becomes useless. So there's that. No EVs have changed besides Serena. Moves have changed, so we're going to try those out and see if we can get on a winning streak here. So without further ado, let's get into our matches for today. All right, first match is up and ready to go. We've got Urshifu, Tornadus, Arcanine, Chien Pao, Mousehold, and Annihilate. So this is going to be a very good, interesting fight today. Let's see. So we don't really have... We have a way to get rid of Tornadus. We do have a way to get rid of Urshifu if that is in fact rapid. I mean, single strike too would also be weak against it. I think single strike is 4 times weak to fairy. And single strike is, or rapid strike is 2. All right. So priority. We do have extreme speed, sucker punch, aqua jet. We'll bring in Chin Pao, Flutter Mane, Tornadus, and Serena. Let's see what we could do here. Now with Arcanine coming out, if it does, Rapid Strike Urshifu and Tornadus on their side versus my set here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and Ice Spinner into Tornadus. And do I want to go with Dazzling Gleam or do I want to go Thunderbolt? I think Thunderbolt will get us set up for the next one, and I get something else in the back. Because he doesn't really have... I mean, he could have Chien Pao if that's the case. I think Dazzling Gleam is going to be better. So let's give that a try. Terra. We're not going to use Ruination this turn. Instead, we're going to get set up with our... Oh, they're also going to Terra. Okay. Is this Tornadus or Urshifu? Probably the Urshifu, and it is. And you are Terra Water. Removes the weakness from Fairy, which is totally fine. My main target is the Tornadus. Set up with Tailwinds, that's good. Which means he's going to attack first. Searching Strikes. Gonna be on the Flutter Mane. 1-hit KO. I'm not going to survive very long. There goes the 1-hit. Ice Spinner now goes into the Tornadus. 1-hit KO. Ooh, Rocky Helmet takes me down. Oh, breaks my sash. He outspeeds Tornadus. Is that an Arcanine? It's shiny. Dope, let's go. When it goes down, lowers my attack. We're gonna Ruination the Arcanine, and I'm going to Tailwind. Oh, Extreme Speed does not knock out the Tornadus. Gets really, really close though. Oh, here comes the Aqua Jet. That's gonna knock out Tornadus. Boom. I brought in Serena just for that thing, and it didn't help out at all. I already used my Terra, so I can't use any more. Ice Shard. I don't think it's gonna really matter. Who do we hit? We'll hit the Arcanine, and here we'll hit the Power Whip. Ice Shard. Boop. Oh, that's very little. Fire Blitz. To the Chi and nope. To the Serena. Knock it out. Any notes for here? I do apologize for being quiet. I'm writing down notes. So for me being a hyper offensive Tailwind player, that's what I'm going to need to start doing more often, is bringing out Tailwind. I need to not only be faster, but I also need to be applying a ton of damage. So maybe that's what I've been missing this entire time, is not applying pressure by using Tailwind. We'll start doing that now. Okay, so we've got Fluttermane, Iron Hands, Cresselia, Urshifu, or Ursaluna, wow. Still can't read. Torkoal and Gastrodon. Okay. So we do have a couple of priority hits, but we do have Torkoal and them to worry about as well. We're going to bring in... I mean, their biggest thing right here is literally going to be set up Trick Room as best as possible. So in this case, I don't think having Tailwind is going to be beneficial. I think opening up to like Fluttermane and Torkoal is going to be the best case, because then we can take out Pokemon really, really easily. We could also fake them out and to do something else too. We don't have a lot of priority, so I'm gonna open up Torkoal, Fluttermane. Gonna bring in Serena this time, and maybe a Grimmsnarl. Yeah, we'll bring in Grimmsnarl. That way we can hit Cresselia. And we can also hit Iron Hands pretty strong too. So we're going to need to bring in Tailwind to the people that don't use Trick Room, so that we obviously get the outspeed. And then we need to apply pressure outside as well. So this is Trick Room team. I open up a Torkoal. He's going to be able to apply pressure, and quite a bit of pressure. Okay, and Photosynthesis activate on both sides. Both were special attacks. Helping Hand the Fluttermane. We're going to Terra Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam hit on both sides. I have Helping Hand. He may not. But Fake Out is a thing, so we might need to watch out for that. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna Terra. And usually this is a terrible idea, guys, but I'm gonna try to do as much offenses as I can. Helping Hand. Dazzling Gleam on my side goes first. Strike. Knocks out Iron Hands and brings Fluttermane down to its sash. Shadow Ball will hit my Fluttermane, and it won't KO. It gets about half. Will not get the KO though. Here comes the Grizzly Man himself, which means that we could be seeing a swap into Cresselia, but I don't think that's going to be the case here. We'll open up with Eruption and Dazzling Gleam again. Boom. Oh, almost one hit KO with the Ursaluna. If I maybe would have Helping Hand, that might have done it. But Waterman will go down from an Earthquake. Yeah, that Helping Hand would have done it. Would have absolutely have done that. Here comes the Eruption. Knock out Ursaluna. No effect, has no effect, obviously. We'll bring in Grimmsnarl, because it's probably Cresselia. We'll see. They're down to our last Pokemon. I don't know what that is. It's Cresselia. Shiny Cresselia. That's dope. Okay. We're gonna Helping Hand. You know, we're gonna protect Torkoal, and we're gonna go straight into Foul Play into Cresselia. Battle's canceled. So no, we won't. It was 1v3, so it was really, really hard for them to come back from that. But hey, we're winning. Continue this motion, huh? Yeah, yeah. Continue this. Next match, we've got Ceruledge, Mimikyu, Magneton. Wow. I don't know what that is. Like Golden or something like that. Torkoal and Dragapult. Not 100% sure what this team is going to be. It looks to be like... I mean, if it was Muck, I could understand like, oh, this is an Alchemy team where they take full advantage of Minimize, but I think Magneton's going to have Analytic. And I don't know what anyone else is going to have. So it's really, really weird. This is a unique team for sure. All right. Electric. Let's go ahead and get set up with our Tailwind team. Bring in Tornadus, Fluttermane, Torkoal, and Pal. That's who we'll bring in. Because I don't know what anyone else is gonna have per se. Like it's gonna be really, really weird. Go over to my list here. I need to change everything. This radio is gonna have like no things in my list, but it actually does. So open up Mimikyu and Ceruledge. So the first thing I want to do is I kind of want to taunt Ceruledge just because of the fact that it does have like a bulk up set that I could use and abuse, which is really, really hard to counter. But I do want to be extra fast and speedy. But I also need to pop Mimikyu's disguise, and I think we're gonna do that first. Terra, no, we're not gonna Terra. Shadow Ball the Ceruledge. That's what we're gonna do. Shadow Sneak. Oh, Fluttermane will live just barely. Shadow Sneak on Ceruledge. Oh, he has weak armor. Okay. And weakness policy. All right. That might have been a terrible idea though. As Ceruledge should have gone second. I can clearly see that, That was the idea. And Mimikyu just dodges. Wow. I can clearly see that was the idea. Was the Mimikyu was supposed to hit the Ceruledge Edge, proc the weak armor, which then it procs the weakness policy, and then Shadow Sneak would have done exorbitantly amount more damage, but that's not what happened. And unfortunately, he's gonna have to pay the price for that. So I'm gonna swap out Fluttermane. Fluttermane's now useless to me. Not useless to the fact that I can't use it again. It's just the fact that it's at 9 HP. So right now it becomes like a trade-in fodder or free switch in for later on. But it's terrible to say about my Pokemon. Like, you shouldn't really treat your Pokemon like this, but in the world of competitiveness, like, you have to try to get as much out of your assets as possible. And I don't really have a way to get back anything from Fluttermane at this point. Like, I could Shadow Ball the Mimikyu, but that's not going to do anything. I could Shadow Ball the Scovillain, and I don't know if that's going to do anything. They withdrew a Mimikyu. Bring out their Torkoal. I use Tailwind. Flamethrower on my Tornadus, which doesn't knock him out, but it gets really, really close. I'm gonna Air Slash. Yeah, I'm gonna Air Slash, and then I'm gonna Terra Fire Eruption. Wait, did I do that? I mean, it would weaken down their Torkoal. Is it gonna be enough though? Well, I mean, we'll give it a try. They're probably Terra as well. As Torkoal is a really good attacker. I have mine that's set as 252 HP in special attack and 4 in special defense. So he gets that 1 extra point. If I was to switch it, I would probably lower down his HP a little bit. Helping Hand goes over to the Scovillain. Air Slash brings him down to just 1 to 2 HP. Oh, brings him down to Sash, so it is 1. But I now move faster. No, I don't. Flamethrower on the Torkoal doesn't do a whole lot, but Eruption is going to help out quite a bit. It's not going to do hardly anything to the enemy Torkoal, but that's okay. Let's bring out the Mimikyu. What are we looking at? We've got 2 more turns of Tailwind. Air Slash. And the Eruption. Let's go. We're going to go with the Eruption. Torkoal's at very little HP left, but I just want to pop the disguise from Mimikyu, so that's what I'm kind of going for here. They're going to Terra. Is it the Torkoal or is it the Mimikyu? It's the Torkoal. Fire. Burn, burn, burn. Air Slash. Oh, hits the Torkoal. Okay. Great Punch. Does nothing to my Torkoal. It does very little, but here comes the Eruption. It's going to do very little damage, but it is going to pop the disguise from the Mimikyu. A Heat Wave comes out from that other side. Gonna knock out my Pokemon. Oh, they won. Fudge. Shadow Sneak. Gonna knock out, Oh. Oh. I forgot Chien Pao is still on the field. I had forgotten. I thought I had used all 3. Nope. Nope. Because of that, we get a little extra thing here. I think Shadow Sneak is on the same speed tier as Ice Shard. I could give it a try. I'm actually going to knock out the Torkoal first. And I'm going to Shadow Ball the Mimikyu. In case Shadow Sneak comes out, knocks up my own Fluttermane, then I can hit the Torkoal with Ice Shard, which would knock it out. Torkoal's going to protect. Ice Shard goes into that slot. Doesn't do the Shadow Sneak. Doesn't do the priority move. That's interesting. The Mimikyu goes down with the Shadow Ball. I wonder why I couldn't use it. Oh, Ice Spinner into Torkoal, and we're just going to go ahead and Shadow Ball into the Torkoal as well. Battle is canceled. I'm going to check on Shadow Sneak's priority. All right. So we've got Oranguru, Ursaluna, Amoonguss, that weird looking fish. I don't know what it's, I don't remember what it's called. Enamorous and Iron Hand. So this is a variant Trick Room team. I don't really understand the mechanics though, but we'll do our best. Oranguru is someone that's either going to have Symbiosis, which he shares the item to someone that uses theirs, or it's going to be Telepathy. So Ursaluna with its Earthquake. I think Enamorous has a move that does a lot of stuff. I'm not 100% sure what that fish is going to do, but we'll see. Since this is a Trick Room variant, they want to have Trick Room established and set up and ready to go. We're not going to be able to stop that. So instead, we're going to play against it like so. Yes, like so. We're going to open up with our two fastest Pokemon, and then we'll switch into Tornadus later on, and we'll have Torkoal in the back in case if they do somehow get Trick Room set up. That way we do have someone that can actually stand inside the fight and not totally get swapped out. So Ursaluna and Oranguru versus Chien-Pao and Fluttermane. Oh, and I don't know where all my sound went. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what are we going to do here? All the music's gone. But yeah, wow. Okay, this is incredibly weird. We're going to go ahead and get started off with Ice Spinner into Oranguru? No. Ruination into Oranguru, and then we're just gonna Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, the music's gone, the menu effects are gone. Ursaluna's gonna protect, that's okay. Ruination misses. Come on, Ruination, you have 90, my man. That wasn't gonna do enough damage anyway. Okay. He's burnt. Terra, Chien-Pao. So now Ice Shard into Ursaluna. I'm gonna swap to Tornadus. So that now we don't get hit with Earthquake. We'll still get hit with Facade, but that's just creepy. They're gonna Terra. I have no music. I have no like things, guys. It's nuts. It's a ghost? You just made yourself a huge target. Ghost ain't nothing. Like, Darks is going to be able to get through that. Other ghosts are going to be able to get through that. I'm preparing for your Earthquakes. Unless you, like, double into Facade. You removed, like, your Ice weakness, which is great. Oh. Telepathy doesn't hurt anyone else with Earthquakes, but guess what? All my guys are flying. So here comes the Instructs, which is going to do it again. So that's cool. Earthquake. Telepathy ignores, and then I take no damage this turn, which is why I didn't bring out Torkoal and kept the Fluttermane in, because there'd be no reason to. Absolutely no reason to. So they've got Trick Room for 3 more turns. So I'm gonna Ice Shard. Actually, I think Ice Spinner would probably. You know what? We're gonna do it this way. We're in Ruination. It's gonna drop him by half. And I'm gonna taunt the Oranguru. All we're gonna has the Mental Herb. And no Mental Herb. Facade to the Tornadoes, which is gonna knock him out, but that's okay. Can't use Instruct. Ruination. So now I get a free switch in. We're going to bring out Torkoal. Bring out the Drought. Chien-Pao's going to protect. Torkoal's going to use Eruption. So I believe I'm slower than Ursaluna. My Torkoal speed's at 36, so we'll see who attacks first. God, having no music or having no menu things is incredibly creepy. This is what it's like to fight on the main stage at Pokemon. Just like everything drowns out. Protects on Chien-Pao. Eruption from the Torkoal will knock out Ursaluna. Does not knock out the Oranguru, but it gets really, really close. But we did live out through Trick Room. Oranguru is going to use Psychic. Does go into the Chien-Pao. Now, Oranguru can't do anything. He's taunted. He doesn't have Mental Herb. With that, we have 2 more turns. Maybe 1 more turn. If it's 1 more turn, we're really, really set. Enamorus comes next. I do not know if I outspeed Enamorus. I have 1 more turn of Trick Room. Ice Spinner. Oh, I can go right into Enamorus. I'm going to Ice Shard into Oranguru. Is that the play, though? Should I already protected, so I can't protect again. They're going to attack first. I'm going to Ice Shard into Enamorus, and I'm going to Eruption into that side of the field. I'm going to weaken down Enamorus. Oh, takes it down to half. Citrus Berry? No Citrus Berry. Eruption from the Torkoal is going to knock them out. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't take off Ice Shard. I was really thinking about it. But that is 2 Pokemon down, and speeds return back to normal. Oh. And Bruxish now comes onto the field. We're going to Ruination the Bruxish. And I'm going to swap. Oh, these are not affected to it either. Okay, so yeah, Ruination, and I'm gonna swap to yeah, I'm gonna swap to Fluttermane. Swapping to Fluttermane. It might get an attack off, which might knock out Fluttermane, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out. It's gonna protect, so that's cool. Ruination goes into the protect. We'll do it again. And I'll just go straight into the Shadow Ball. You know what? Thunderbolt. I don't want to test it. I don't know, because it's lied to me before. It says, oh, this is super effective, and then it turns out to be normal where it doesn't get super effective. Like, why did you do that to me, game? It does that all the time for Farigiraf, and like entity and some stuff. And I don't know if it's just like my dyslexia like kicking in where I physically see it, or if it's just the game, but I'm not going to test it. Ruination goes off, brings Bruxish down to half, Thunderbolt for the rest. And that, ladies and gents, is a W. All right, for our final matchup today, we've got Regieleki, Articuno, Urshifu, Qianpao, Abomasnow, and Dragonite. So, Abomasnow, interesting Pokemon. This is probably going to be a priority ice team, only because they do have Articuno, which is most likely going to have like that bright sand thing to make it less likely to be hit, but it also gets a defense boost in the snow, which is going to be happening. Dragonite is probably going to be carrying like the tried and true method of, you know, extreme speed and choice band, but a lot of people have swung away from it just because of the fact that a lot of people are expecting that, which is great. It still catches people off guard, but it is great. But they also have Qianpao, they have Urshifu, and Regieleki. All three of those guys are speedy for their things. I think for me, I want to bring in Tornadus for speed, Bluttermane, Serena in case of that combo in the back, and Qianpao. We'll leave Torkoal and Grimmsnarl in the back. Now this is probably a bad idea. Like Weather Wars is probably like the best way to deal with this team. But with Serena coming in, which is something that's going to need to be... Oh no, where's the music? Urshifu and Dragonite. Oh no, it's probably my system. Oh man, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. No. All right, so Dragonite. We're gonna want to go ahead and Terra, and then maybe Tailwind. I mean, I could also swap into Serena instead of doing that. But you know what? Let's do that. Let's swap into Serena. Stop the priority war once and for all, and we'll Dazzling Gleam that side of the field, because if that is like Terra normal Dragonite that's gonna hit me right now with extreme speed, switching to Serena is gonna stop him completely, so he has to swap him out immediately. And that is a rapid strike Urshifu, by the way, so I don't have to worry about... Oh, that is extreme speed. Queenly Majesty says no. Dazzling Gleam comes up next, hits the team, one hits Urshifu, you're out of here. But now Dragonite has to swap out because he's going to be in a really tough predicament. Abomasnow now comes out. Starts to snow. High jump kick to the Abomasnow. I can also do play rough. Oh, U-turn will also be really, really helpful. I'm going to go with the high jump kick to the Abomasnow. Yes. And I'm going to continue my onslaught with Dazzling Gleam on that side of the field, because I can't swap with your Dragonite. That's a good call. Probably Articuno now. Yep. There he is. Ice Boy himself. High jump kick. Boom. Does not take out the Abomasnow, but he does not have the Aura Veil yet. Dazzling Gleam. Will it do the rest? It will. No Aura Veil for Abomasnow. Now, Serena did get hit a little bit just because of the Rocky Helmet, so that's interesting. Now, Dragonite can't go into extreme speed here. If it does, it's going to get hit for a lot. I'm locked into high jump kick. Okay, that's fine. I will do that to Articuno, and I will hit both with Dazzling Gleam again. So I have no reason to swap out from Serena. This stops completely. High jump kick misses, and I'm going to damage myself. That's a lot. Dazzling Gleam now. It's going to hit both, and it's going to knock out the Dragonite for sure. Articuno will still stand strong, and we'll probably use Blizzard here. Yep. Blizzard knocks out Serena, which I'm totally okay with. This is now a 1v3 battle, and I'm the winner. Because I'm just gonna bring out Chien-Pao. We get to boost in the weather. Attack Articuno with the stuff Ice Shard and Dazzling Gleam. I don't know if they can do anything here. They can try to roost, but I'm faster. Nope, battle was canceled. We won. We went 1-4 today. Oh, I'm sorry, 4-1. Not 1-4, 4-1. Alrighty, the next match is up and ready to go. We've got Lycanroc, Annihilate, Tinglu, Garchomp, Iron Moth, and Iron Bundle. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure. I have a reason to believe that this is a sand team, but I don't see anyone that sets sand. So this is gonna be very, very interesting. So I'm gonna put this as a sand team with maybe evasion boost. Now, if in fact, wow, the struggle is real today. If in fact that it is a sand team, I think weather is going to be the best thing to do. However, I don't think that is going to be what we're going to try. No one in this team is going to be using sand, maybe Garchomp to its advantage, but no one's going to be using Trick Room either. So I think the best course of action is to kind of get set up speed-wise. So we're going to bring in Tornadus, Fluttermane, Serena to stop priority. I don't think anyone has one, but we'll do that. And we'll bring in Grimmsnarl. I would bring in Chien-Pao, but Chien-Pao would realistically affect Garchomp, but the rough skin is what I'm worried about the most. It's going to pop Sash, and I don't really want that. And the music's still gone. Why is the music still gone? Did I turn it off without realizing it? I don't know. But we have Lycanroc and Garchomp, so that's cool. I don't know why. Why is the music still off? I don't understand. I don't get it, Captain. Do I have Torkoal? I don't have Torkoal. Endeavor could be a thing from Lycanroc. I don't know if it's going to be super effective though, but we will Terra Dazzling Gleam with Tailwind so that we automatically outspeed whatever they try to do. Now Lycanroc can learn Sandstream, right? He could set the weather. But I'm not too worried about it. Music still off. They're also going to Terra, and it's Lycanroc to be Rock. Possibly just a Rock Slide spam duo. So maybe one has Sash, one doesn't have Sash. Maybe one's Scarfed, one isn't Scarfed. Excel Rock? Wow, okay. Does not knock out Fluttermane, but it does go first. And that is a Life Orb Lycanroc. So Lycanroc outsped Tailwind Fluttermane. Okay, so I missed kind of a little bit of that battle, but it seemed like Dazzling Gleam did knock out the Lycanroc. I don't know what it did for the Garchomp, but it should have done a considerable amount of damage to that type for sure. So we're going to bring out Grimmsnarl now. We do have the advantage here because we do. Oh, it almost knocked him out. Okay, and they send out Tinglu. Tinglu's going to drop our special attack, which isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. But Tornadus will live from that air slide or from the rock slide from the Garchomp. So we're going to air slash the Garchomp, and I'm going to go ahead and get... Actually, well, Yeah, because he's gonna have to do that, and I'm gonna set up reflect for physical attacks for Ting Lu. I think Ting Lu is a physical attacker. He might be special. I'm gonna double check real quick. They'll retreat Garchomp, which is a good call. To bring out Iron Moth. Quark Drive is activated due to Proto's booster energy. Starting with physical attacks, Air Slash, right into Iron Moth, Heavy Slam, right into Grimmsnarl, and that would give me... Oh, he's ground, not... Whoops. Oh, wake up, me. Wake up. Okay. So we're going to taunt the Iron Moth so we don't get Tailwind off. I'm going to foul play the Ting Lu. No, I'm just going to, oh, Ting Lu's going to protect. That's fine. I was going to just play rough. Yes, he's more physically based. All right. So we'll taunt the Iron Moth since we know that he doesn't have a mental herb. Play rough goes into protect. Iron Moth isn't going to be able to do any setup moves if it was going to. Does Sludge Wave instead. Which knocks out both Tornadus and Grimmsnarl. I wonder, am I the one that's selecting like no music or something? That's weird. All right, so now we'll bring out Serena. And High Jump Kick is super effective against Ting Lu. Super effective to Ting Lu. Everything's effective to Ting Lu, but not Iron Moth. That's great. We'll just go High Jump Kick. Because why not? I'm Scarfed. High Jump Kick. Boom! Does not do a whole lot to Iron Moth. Heat Wave. It's going to knock out Serena. And we got the L for this one. Alright, next match is ready to go. We've got Dragonite, Landorus, Fluttermane, Tornadus, Chi-Yu, and Urshifu. Okay, so we do have hyper offensive with a little bit of priority here, so which is really, really interesting. Offense. Priority. Try not to write down so much notes, so I'm always talking. So here's a couple of options. I don't think this is going to be the literal, you know, Terra Normal Extreme Speed Dragonite, but I do believe that this is going to be a different Dragonite altogether. So what we're going to want to do is plan around that, but they also have Tornadus, and Tornadus is going to be a little bit of a problem for our side of the field. I think Tornadus Chien Pao coming in is going to be the best bet. We'll bring in Fluttermane for the counters for their Fluttermane. Urshifu could also be used for Dragonite. It's not going to do anything to the Landorus, unfortunately, but with Chien Pao, we should be able to counteract that, and we'll bring in Grimmsnarl to take out Chi-Yu. We could bring in Serena, but we do have a couple of typings that would super affect her, and I don't really have anything to counter them as much. I mean, Power Whip is still really good. High Jump Kick is also still really, really good, but she's Scarfed, so she's going to get locked into a move, so I can't do anything. So, Fluttermane Tornadus versus Chien Pao and Tornadus. Oof. So, the best option I have... Ooh, that's Booster Energy. Booster Energy Fluttermane. Speed was heightened, so it's 307. I have to use Tailwind here, or Taunt their Tornadus, which I'm definitely going to do, and then I'm going to Terra Flying. Terra Flying. I want to attack the Fluttermane. I mean, it is speed. I don't know if it's spec. I don't think, will it one hit? I don't think so. We're gonna go straight to the Tornadus. Terra flying so that we get to stand another attack from the Fluttermane as a whole. I know that I automatically have Sash, but if they plan it out correctly to do like Bleak Wind and then Dazzling Gleam, it would be hard. Fluttermane's gonna protect, so it's good that I went into Tornadus instead. Taunt. Fell for the taunt. Mental Herb? No herb, cannot Tailwind. And here comes the Ice Spinner. We're gonna shut off that Tornadus immediately. Whew. Again, I know that I would survive Dazzling Gleam from the Fluttermane, but I want to keep Chien-Pao alive as much as possible. And now we have Urshifu. So we're gonna Tailwind our side. And I don't want to Ice Spinner into that slot. Sucker Punch is gonna hit me though. But it's not gonna be as effective. I'll Ice Spinner into the Fluttermane. They're gonna Terra now. I'm gonna not touch Tornadus, which is, or not Tornadus, but Urshifu, and that's probably a bad choice on my end. He is a really hard hitting attacker that is a dark type, especially with like Wicked Blow and stuff. But Tailwind's now up, so I'll be able to attack first now because I outspeed them indefinitely. Right into the Fluttermane, and it will barely survive. Wicked Blow goes right into the Tornadus, which knocks him out. It's a good thing I didn't Terra him. And then here comes Fluttermane with Trick Room. Interesting. Okay, I'll bring in Grimmsnarl now. Grimmsnarl is going to go ahead and play rough on the Urshifu. And I'm going to Ice Shard the Fluttermane. Whisper the Fluttermane, which is good. Bring out Landorus. Ooh! That's a terrible decision. I mean, it just dropped down my attack one stage, but that's a terrible decision. And Urshifu's going to protect. So Ice Shard right into that slot. Drops Landorus down, almost knocks him out, and then Play Rough into the protected Urshifu. See, this is what kind of happens. Like, I can go for the Reflect. I think that's going to be the best option for right now. We're going to lower down the offense by half, and then I'm going to go right into the Ice Shard again. He's going to protect, which is good. But I'm going to lower down the damage I can receive by half. That's what the screens do. Ice Shard. And Wicked Blow. Boom. Does not KO Chien-Pao, which is good. Play Rough on Urshifu. He's probably going to protect still, and I'm going to... Oh, Sucker Punch. Good call. Good call. That was a good time out there. I got a little excited. Stomping Tantrum. Ooh, he's slower than Garchomp or Grimmsnarl. That's interesting. Urshifu will survive due to Focus Sash. That's dope. And Tailwind's gone. Oh yeah, Tailwind was up. Duh. That would be why. And we'll bring out Fluttermane now. Now, they have one more turn of Trick Room, which is totally fine. Play Rough. This is my last two. Play Rough on the Landorus. And I'm going to Dazzling Gleam the field. Boop. Knock out the Landorus. I was hoping that, you know, Urshifu would protect. He does Wicked Blow instead, hits the Flutter Mane, which is going to knock him out. It's a good call because the Pokemon that would be faster at that point would be, well, it'd still be their Flutter Mane, but they would be able to definitely outspeed my Pokemon for sure. Play Rough into the Flutter Mane. No, you're hoping to attack. So what would be the call here? I could attack, but they could knock me out. They don't have any no buffs. So play rough into the Urshifu. They're gonna Sucker Punch. Moonblast goes first. I should live. I don't. So we forgot light screen there. And Sucker Punch knocked out Chien-Pao. All right, next match is up. We've got Heatran, Chien-Pao, Iron Valiant, Amoonguss, Flutter Mane, and Dragonite. So we do have a basic offensive team with priority mix. And I'm only saying priority mix because I have to worry about both Chien-Pao and Dragonite. Them in a combo is an automatic, like, telltale sign that those two will be in the fray somehow. And I also have to worry about statuses with Amoonguss. So it's probably a counter for Trick Room teams. Probably Iron Valiant's the supporter in this case. So in this type of regard, we do not have to worry about Trick Room specifically. So having the speed on them is probably the best, but I will have to bring in Serena. For sure. I'm not going to bring in Torkoal. Torkoal would be a terrible decision on our part if we brought him in. And Grimmsnarl, I don't think it's going to help out as much. It's not going to do anything to Heatran at all, but Serena's going to be really beneficial here, especially if half their team, maybe, is Torkoal Chien-Pao. Because if it is, I will have ample ways of dealing with, not Torkoal, but Dragonite and Chien-Pao. I will have ways of dealing with that. Alright, so Tornadus, Flutter Mane versus Chien-Pao and Heatran. Okay, so Pokemon, I could bring up my own Chien-Pao, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to. Okay, so we're going to instead Tailwind so that we outspeed. And kind of want a Terra. Very effective. These are those are just effective. Those are just effective. I think Heatran is, we're gonna go Terra, Shadow Ball, Heatran. Heatran is gonna be a little bit of an issue for me just because I don't have a direct counter to him. Serena can hit him, but it's not always gonna be the case. So I'm primarily just preventing an auto knockout from Sucker Punch Chien-Paos. So Tailwind goes off. They did not do the Sucker Punch because that would have went off first, I think. Shadow Ball on my side goes right into the Heatran. Takes it down to about 40%. Icicle Crash goes on the Tornadus. It's gonna knock him out, unfortunately. And here comes the Heavy Slam, which is going to knock out Flutter Mane. Double KO, but I did knock Heatran 30 to 40% with the Shadow Ball. So that's interesting. Okay. Serena and Qianpao. Let's go. We have Tailwind, so we're going to outspeed them. And it's definitely going to be a lot harder for them to knock us out now. Maybe. I say that knowing that I'm probably going to get bombarded with a bunch of stuff here. We're going to high jump kick the Heatran, and I am going to Ruination the Qianpao. Icicle Crash is going to knock out Serena. I can't do anything about that. So they're going to protect instead, which is good. Ruination goes and does nothing. Here comes Serena, which will do a little bit of damage here. High jump kick. Boom. Knocks out the Heatran. As long as I don't miss, Serena's gonna do just fine. Okay, Amoonguss comes out. High jump kick against Qianpao. And I'm gonna go ahead and Ice Shard the Qianpao to pop its sash. Never mind, it's going to redirect all of my attacks over to it instead. So Ice Shard, boop, does about 30%, 40%, maybe a third. Qianpao avoids it, and Serena crashed. Well, Serena was gonna get knocked out anyway, so I couldn't have avoided that as much, but I probably should have done something different. I also may have forgotten that I have Tailwind up, so I attack first, but I didn't want to get hit with Sucker Punch if they use that. So far, I've seen not a single Sucker Punch, so probably Sacred Sword. Rocky Helmet does a little bit of damage. So we have what? Oh, Crunch. Oh, neat. That's a neat move. Oh, is it now Dragonite? Nope, it's Fluttermane. Okay. I was like, oh no, is it now Dragonite? Huh? Is it? Did I make myself so? Okay, Ice Spinner into the Fluttermane. That's the only thing I got. We're gonna Terra. Crunch isn't bad for a dark type. Is that enough to do anything to Cresselia though? That's my question. Crunch, they go first. They will just win this, the coin toss. Ice Spinner into the Fluttermane, and it's going to knock it down to 5%. And here comes the Moonblast right into that slot. It's another L, guys. Woo. Okay, next fight up, and we've got Glaceon, Abomasnow, Arcuno, Staravia, interesting, Metachan, I think that's what its name, and Bramblegast. Okay, okay. So we do have some Ice Team and Wind variant. Metachan can do Wide Guard. He can do a lot of good things, actually. We do have Intimidate from Arcanine, so we do have to worry about that pressure. Also couldn't know Extreme Speed. I don't think that's going to be a total problem here, but I think having Tornadus and Torkoal lead is going to be our best option, because the weather, obviously, we will have to worry about that. Then Fluttermane, and we'll bring in Grimmsnarl. We'll leave Serena and Qianpao home. I don't think those two are going to be beneficial in this race, but we'll see. Okay, Metachan and Staraptor. Torkoal versus Tornadus. Shiny Metachan. So let's see. What are you gonna do, Metachan? I kind of want to get Tailwind off first and then maybe protect the Torkoal just to kind of see what they're doing first. I could see Tailwind going off from Staraptor, so that if Bramble Gas comes in, its Wind Rider ability will kick in. Fake Out from Metachan. That's a lot. But thanks to the Covert Cloak, we still get off Tailwind. Brave Bird. Okay. So no Tailwind, but I did get the Tailwind, so Bramble Gas is going to have an effect anyway. Air Slash does hurt the Metachan. Do I want a Helping Hand or do I want a Flamethrower? Let's Helping Hand. I don't think Flamethrower or Eruption's going to be very, very helpful here. I think Wide Guard's also going to come out too. Air Slash goes to the Metachan. Does not go with either one, and it lives. And that was a crit. That has to be Sash. Helping Hand, Air Slash, that was critted. Definitely that. Torkoal does get a considerable amount of damage due to Brave Bird. Recoil also comes in, and Psycho Cut goes to the Torkoal. Does not knock it out though, but it's a good thing that I just, you know, Helping Hand instead of, you know, attacking, because an Eruption here is just not going to do anything. Bullet Punch knocks out the Torkoal, which is totally fine. It does have priority. Torkoal does get off Helping Hand though, because it is +5 in speed, so it's the first thing that can ever be activated on the field, which is dope. Get Brave Bird over to the Tornadus. That does a considerable amount of damage. Oof. Oof. Okay. The recoil though, it's slowly killing itself due to the recoil. We do have Tailwind though. It's only been 2 turns. Sent out Arcanine. Shiny Arcanine. Intimidate goes off. Photosynthesis goes off. I have one more turn of Tailwind. Alright, if that's the case, I'm going to go straight for the Arcanine. And, Shadow Ball go into Arcanine. Foul Play will go into Staraptor, so that way I'm not just doubling into one slot. Shadow Ball takes down the Arcanine, so it's a one-hit KO. Staraptor gets off the Brave Bird to the Grimmsnarl. Does not knock it out, gets really, really close though, but here comes Foul Play right into that slot. Staraptor goes down. So now it's 2 versus 1. And my Tailwind goes down. Bramblegast. Who does not get a boost because Tailwind just is no longer here. Bramblegast, it said it got a boost in attack. I don't know if that's true or not. Shadow Sneak is a problem here, so we're going to wait. If that's a that's right. If that's a thing, I'm going to Terra, so I don't get knocked out. But I'm also going to Reflect to lower down the physical damage. I don't want to get knocked out by Bramblegast, and again, I don't know what his attribute is. He could be like a mixed sweeper. According to Cerebi, he's 115 in attack, so he's basically an attacker. They're gonna Terra. Gotta be the Bramblegast, the last thing that's on the field. It's gonna be Ghost. Has 90 base speed, is not going to outspeed Fluttermane unless it's Scarfed. Shadow Sneak does go off. Does hit the Fluttermane. Does not knock it out, gets really, really close though. And it's Life Orb. Reflect goes off. And we are now hitting this Bramblegast for a lot. Shadow Ball with 80%. Boom. It'd be really hard for Brambleghast to live after that, so that's interesting. And that's the win. All right, in this match we have Tornadus, Urshifu, Articuno, Regieleki, Landorus, Therian form, and we have Abomasnow. So we do have a speedy snow team. I kind of like it. What are we gonna do with it though? That's another question. We could do a couple of things, right? We do have a couple of options here. We're gonna have to bring in Torkoal though, just to kind of keep up with the speed variant or the weather variant, because Aura Veil from Abomasnow is gonna be really, really tough, but I do have to outspeed everything on that side of the field because they're gonna bring in Regieleki. Flat out, Regieleki outspeeds everyone, so I have to bring in Tornadus to do Tailwind. But if they bring in Regieleki, I'm kind of in a tough spot. So I think I'm going to bring in both of my supporters this time, and hopefully my attackers can come in and deal some really good damage. I don't... Serena for sure. I want to say Torkoal. I mean, Torkoal could be really helpful here. Yeah, we'll bring in Torkoal. Because again, he's got Articuno, he's got Abomasnow, but I just need to be able to withstand some moves that they might possibly use. That's a shiny Ampharos. That's awesome. Shiny Ampharos. Let's go. I can't read those. And it is Landorus and Tornadus, both shiny. So Intimidate's going to go off, and it's going to lower down my guys' attacks. Okay. So we're going to taunt that Tornadus, and I'm going to reflect to lower down physical attacks. Taunt goes off. Mental Herb. Yes. So here comes the Tailwind. Reflect. Rock Slide. Doesn't do hardly anything. We're gonna protect, and then I'm gonna foul play the Landorus, because I'm fearing that the taunt is gonna come out. It does. So here comes, oh, Brick. You took away Reflect. But here comes Foul Play. Does a considerable amount of damage. I'm gonna swap to Torkoal now. And we're gonna do Reflect again. It's probably gonna sit there and use Brick Break, but I can't do anything with my Tornadus until theirs leaves the field. So this is the type of game we have to play right now. Taunt. I'm okay with it. Torkoal gets taunted. Okay. Reflect. And Rock Slide. Misses the Grimmsnarl. Torkoal can take it. You know, he's a little bit of a cool guy, you know, just saying. Terra Fire Flamethrower to the Tornadus, and I'm gonna go Foul Play again into the Landorus. Now Landorus is gonna be able to attack over us, which is totally fine, and I mean over by just like it's gonna attack before us. Tailwind on their side is still up, I believe, for one more turn. It might fall this turn at the end of this one. We'll see, but Snowscape. So it takes off the sun and it starts to snow. Again, totally fine. Here comes the Earthquake. Does not affect Tornadus. It's not going to affect a lot of our team because of Reflect, but here comes Foul Play. knocks out Landorus. And here comes the flamethrower. And that was an almost one-hit KO. And their Tailwind is gone. Sent out someone I can't read. Urshifu, single strike. Retreat. Torkoal for Serena. And I'm going to... would he do it? Would he do it? That's a question. Would he do it? Play rough. No. Why would they do that? That's so stupid. Oh, I'm just gonna attack my own Pokemon for no freaking reason. Why? Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, good. They just knocked me out anyway. That's great. That is so dumb. Why would they ever do that? That is so stupid. All right, we're gonna bring out my Tornadus. Serena's in trouble. I need to swap her out, and I'm gonna Tailwind immediately. Sucker Punch is still gonna be a problem, but if Torkoal gets knocked out... Oh, wait, that would have... Never mind. Sucker Punch wouldn't have worked. But I needed to change the weather anyway. Tailwind it up so that we get faster. Now, if Torkoal gets knocked out, I still have an out. Wicked Blow. Boom. Tornadus goes down. But I have Tailwind. They all do Air Slash. No, we'll knock out Torkoal. All right. This is what I wanted. Let's do it. All right, Serena, it's all up to you. Play rough, the Urshifu. Use Tailwind. Play rough. Right into the Urshifu, knocks him out. I'm scarfed. Something to Shivering. Bomb of Snow. Snow Warning. I'm okay with this. And we're just gonna right in. Oh, Ice Shard does not work. Queenly Majesty. Thank you. Play rough. Play rough, right into the Bomb of Snow. Oh, it doesn't do enough. Oh, Rocky Helmet knocks me out. Oh, it doesn't. Blizzard will, though. I tried. It's like, well, they can't use priority against me. I didn't realize that if maybe Torkoal would have been able to bring Broad out that last turn, but it was 50-50 up in the air. Still, not a bad match. I can't believe I almost knocked my own Pokemon out with Play Rough. Why does it do that? Why does it do... I click and it's like, okay, I should be highlighted on my opponent's Pokemon. Why would it ever switch down to mine? That's so unbelievably stupid. All right, so our first match is showing me Grimmsnarl, that weird flower thing that I could never remember what its name is. It's like Flora. I don't know. Sylveon, Fluttermane, Iron Violent, and Namorous. So
This is a complete fairy team. Most likely a YouTuber's creating content for fairy types only, or just loves walking into the master tier rank ladder with fairy types, or could be getting, you know, the master ranking or whatever. Whatever the case may be, it's adorable, but we're gonna have to go through it. So in this case, we do have some ramblings of maybe a trick room, but I'm not 100% sure what the premise is. So I think we're just gonna try to outspeed them by offering up Tornadus. Oh, I just realized I don't have anyone that does poison damage or steel. That's, oh wait, yes, no wait, no I don't. She doesn't have Terra Blast. Well, crap. Fluttermane, Chimpao, and we'll go with Torkoal, because why not? We're gonna definitely bring in Tornadus so that we can get into Tailwind, but I don't really know how this team is gonna work out. This is gonna be very, very interesting. Let's see what happens. If it's a Namorous, we're gonna have to, well, she's here. Trick Room is probably going to be the best option for them, but they also have Grimmsnarl, who is also weak against my Pokemon as well. So we're going to taunt the Namorous because it is a it's fairy, it's not dark. So taunting it would be the best case of action. And then that's flying. Oh, okay, never mind. I might be able to knock it out fairly easily then. Dazzling Gleam. Taunt will go off on the Namorous. If it was going to set up Trick Room, it's not going to now, unless it has Mental Herb. Does not. Fake Tears. Lowers down its specialty. Wait. Fake Tears lowers stats. Why did it go up to? How about what? Oh, it was trying to use Tailwind, so it won't be able to now. I can't taunt the Grimmsnarl, but I don't think it's really going to matter. So I'll taunt, and I mean, oh no, I don't want to run. I don't want to run. I'll swap into Torkoal, Terra, Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. They can't get anything off. I'm faster than that team for sure, but I kind of want to know why that went up instead of down. That seems really, really off. And weird at the same time. I'm actually like intrigued. Is it contrary or acute charm? It's contrary. Use on Pokemon that raise stats lower the stats, and while the moves lower the stats, it raises the stat. Oh, neat. Fake Tears again, but it drops Torkoals 2 stages, but that's not going to really matter because Fluttermane's going to do a lot of damage, even to a +2. Does not take KO the Enamorous, but it will take down the Grimmsnarl. And Enamorous is going to eat a berry. It's probably the citrus berry. Okay, I thought it was one of the danger berries. Moonblast into the Torkoal slot does nothing. Takes him down to half or less than half, so it's not nothing, but that would have knocked out Tornadus for sure. Absolutely. So it's contrary that's doing that. That's interesting. I did not expect that to be a thing. That's really, really cool. And that's the incarnate form, by the way, just so that people know. Photosynthesis activates and their speed was heightened. This is when, yeah, this is when speed or Tailwind would have been very, very helpful here, but that's okay. Because they might knock out Torkoal. Torkoal's gonna get off a helping hand. I don't think they're gonna knock out Fluttermane. It's gonna be very, very interesting. Substitute will not knock out Fluttermane at all. But I'm definitely gonna take down this Namorous. Might pop the sub too. That sub didn't do a whole lot. I thought it was supposed to take down like half. It's weird. I wonder if they're holding that item. I think there's an item that drops the health requirement for substitute. I'm not 100% sure. Their final Pokemon is Sylveon, though. Helping Hand again. Fluttermane, Dazzling Gleam. I'm just gonna keep attacking. My Fluttermane's not the fastest one, but it's gonna be the strongest one. Moonblast over to my Fluttermane does not do a whole lot of damage. Dazzling Gleam will now hopefully finish this up. Does. So that's a W. That was a pretty interesting team. Contrary really took me off guard. I thought they were gonna do like screens or maybe like fake tiers my team. No, that wasn't the case. All right, next match is up. We've got Tornadus, Bramblegast, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Urshifu, and Golden Go. So this is a Tailwind team. They just need to be faster than we are. So with that in mind, it's probably best that we prime up our own Tailwind team. And because they're going to bring in their Tornadus, Serena should probably be the one that I bring on my side so that they can't do anything priority wise. So with that being said, excuse me. We're gonna do Tornadus, Serena, Fluttermane, and I don't want to bring in Xianpao, but I don't think he's gonna be good here. We'll bring in Grimmsnarl just so that we have a little bit more balance with our team. Chi-Yu is probably going to be a problem. I'm not 100% sure how that's going to work yet, but we'll see if Chi-Yu becomes anything. If it's Single Strike Urshifu, we should have like an up on it. If it's Rapid Strike, it's about 50-50. I mean, fighting is weakens Fairy, but yeah. Tornadus and Golden Go versus Serena and my Tornadus. Okay, so we can taunt their Tornadus, and then I really don't have anything that's like going to hit them. I can play rough the Tornadus, but is that going to be enough? Yeah, we'll play rough the Tornadus. So we're gonna go like 2 times in the slot, which is something that I don't really want to do. They're gonna Terra, Golden Go, and it's gonna become Steel. Well, High Jump Kick's gonna mess you up now, but I have to swap for that. Taunt. Stops their Tornadus unless it has Mental Herb. It does not. Play rough. Misses. Bleak Wind. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on the Serena. And here comes the Make It Rain. There goes to KO. So this team definitely wasn't the best one to bring in Serena. But now they can't Tailwind, but doesn't matter because neither can I. Which stinks. Because now I'm stuck with 2 fairies on my side. That's not going to be very helpful. Not helpful indeed. Even with Make It Rain going down like 1 special attack, it's still a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Just depends on who I want to try to save. Fluttermane's not going to really matter. I could try to save Grimmsnarl, but if Bleak Wind comes out again, I'm going to be in trouble. We're going to Light Screen. Light Screen's going to lower special moves about 50%, and then we will Mystical Fire the Golden Go, lowering its special attack another stage, so it'll be -2, which hopefully will be okay. If it's spec'd, it's not. I don't know if it's going to make a huge difference, but we'll try. Light Screen goes up. Here comes Mythical Fire. Does not one-hit KO the Golden Goat, but gets really, really close. Bleak Wind hits both. Doesn't do a whole lot, but here comes Make It Rain. Will it do a lot? Even -2. With the screen, it will barely survive. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Play rough on the Golden Go. Then we'll Mythical Fire the Tornadus again. We're pretty much like in the lose-lose situation here. I should have maybe hit the Tornadus. Maybe that would have been a little bit different. Who knows? It was kind of terrible to bring in Serena. But I thought that if I prevented... Okay, they withdrew Tornadus. I thought that if I prevented... something, right? If I prevented priority, which I thought was going to happen, like, oh, you're going to taunt because you're faster, and I don't have a way to stop it. So there's that. Oh, they're going to retreat both their Pokemon. Neat. Fluttermane comes out, Booster Energy activates, and Chi-Yu comes out after that. And lower sound special defenses of all the Pokemon. Mythical Fire goes right onto the Fluttermane. Does not one-hit KO, but I will next time. It becomes -2. Play Rough goes right into the Chi-Yu. Doesn't KO, but it will probably next time. I don't think I'm faster, but we can try. I have to do Mythical Fire, which is unfortunate. But we'll give it a shot. Mythical Fire knocks out the Fluttermane. Here comes Heat Wave. Misses the Fluttermane, but will knock out the Grimmsnarl, which is unfortunate. I have Make It Rain still strong. We're out of here. There's no way I can defeat three Pokemon by myself. It's almost impossible. I can knock out the Chi-Yu, but I'm left with Bleak Wind, and I don't really want to deal with that. So we're done. Alrighty then, and our third match is ready to go. We've currently got Torkoal, Indeedee, Armarouge, Lilligant, Iron Hands, and Fluttermane. So we've got a Sun Trick Room variant, which is really, really interesting. So in this aspect, I don't really have to worry about bringing in Torkoal, because Torkoal will most likely come into this field anyway. The only thing I have to worry about outspeeding me is that Lilligant, though. So I do need to bring in Tornadus, first of all, just so that if I do not get stuck in with a random Trick Room thing, I can pretty much outspeed anyone that I'm trying to right away. Or I can bring in Fluttermane, Chien-Pao to maybe do Ruination to like lower down the chances of Trick Room. But again, it's about that 50-50 chance. At this point, anything is possible, and it can get very, very annoying to trying to deal with this team. I have more worries about Trick Room than I am Torkoal Lilligant. To be honest with you, I have more worries of those two than anything else. We will go Tornadus, Fluttermane, Chien-Pao, Grimmsnarl. I highly doubt they won't. I doubt they will not walk in. I doubt they won't walk in with Torkoal. They have to. Lilligant is too strong. As a matter of fact, Hisuian Lilligant is faster than the original Lilligant that we're playing with today. It's Indeedee and Armarouge, both shiny, so that's cool. Second Surge, preventing all priority that's touching the ground, so Tornadus is free of that. But unfortunately, we are not subject to that. We're going to Air Slash the Indeedee. And I'm going to... Dazzling Gleam? Terra Fairy, Dazzling Gleam. I think that's my best chance of dealing with this opening right here. It's such a hard opener for me. Like, priority out aside, just this expanding force, like, spam is huge. Follow Me gets activated. I just have to prevent Trick Room. Dazzling Gleam goes off. It isn't going to hit the Armourouge for too much damage. Might do a ton to the entity, and it does. Here comes Air Slash, and it misses, but it doesn't really matter because Armourouge was the one that's doing the Trick Room. So Air Slash. No, we'll swap. We'll double swap right now. We'll double swap because even if, right, Expanding Force could be coming out, and if they know, or if I didn't bring in both my dark types, the Expanding Force would hurt a lot. And now I can prepare for other techs such as like Ice Spinner with Qian Pao. I can put up screens with Grimmsnarl, but here comes the Expanding Force, does not work. And here comes the Dazzling Gleam, which will work on Qian Pao especially. But I can also... Oh, I can't Ice Shard. You know what? That's okay. That is absolutely okay. Light Screen, and I'm going to Protect. Because right now, Ruination's going to make it so that I go last. I don't want to go last, but I will certainly be going last. With Light Screen, I have a chance of surviving a little bit more. They're gonna have to switch up tactics now because I'm not gonna sit here and take Expanding Forces. They're gonna Terra, it's gonna be the entity, and it's going to be Fairy. So they're hoping to do a lot more damage with the Dazzling Gleam now. Either that or it's to maybe withstand another move that he could make. Here comes Light Screen. This should turn off Armor Cannon. Heat Wave does nothing to the Qian Pao. Will not hit the Grimmsnarl. Will miss. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Again, will not hit the Qian Pao. It will hit the Grimmsnarl, but I don't think it's going to be for very much. Nope. Oh no, it's still super effective. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about, apparently. Foul Play to the Armourouge. I think I'm faster? I think? No, I might be slower. I'm not sure. How much? They have 2 more turns in Trick Room. And I will Ice Spinner the entity. Heat Wave. It's gonna knock them both out. God dang it. Armourouge. Okay. Still hurts. Oof. Bring in Torkoal or Trick Room. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't. So that's on me. Shadow Ball and Air Slash. Why not? I mean, Expanding Force comes out. It's going to do a lot. Boop. Doesn't one-hit KO, but gets really, really close. And it has Life Orb. Interesting. Tornadus goes down. Fluttermane, not so much. I might be able to see the next Pokemon. Might be in the keyword. Here comes a Shadow Ball. Right into that slot. And it's going to knock out Armourouge. Son of a biscuit. Oh, look. Dimensions return to normal. And Psychic Surge disappears. Okay. What does that mean for me, though? Nothing. Nothing. Shadow Ball, the Iron Hands. The thing's gonna fake me out. Here it goes. Boop. Fake out. Get out of here. That's a loss. All right. So how do we make this team into winners? This is a lot of loses, guys. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, so our fourth match today has Rillaboom, Tyranitar, sorry. Amoonguss, Slowking, Gastrodon, and Iron Hands. So we have a little bit of a mixture of teams here. We've got T-Tar that has Sandstream, or it could be Unnerved, so no berries could be eaten, but Sandstream's usually what they go for. And Slowking, who knows Chilean Reception, which makes it into ice. So that's a very interesting concept. Or it could be a heavily done rock team, or it could be like a really weird Trick Room team. I'm not sure. I think this is going to be like more defensive than anything, but we'll see how it turns out when we select our teams. I think the best course of action that I do have though is to maybe bring in Tornadus. Actually, let's bring in Chiampao and Fluttermane, Torkoal and Serena for priority, which we might see a couple of them, and Torkoal. I don't want to get stuck in with Grimmsnarl or Tornadus in case if it's something that's really, really weird. And if it is like a weather war that we're going to have to deal with, then Torkoal is going to be the best one that I'm going to need. So I can constantly make the switches in and out against like either Chilean Reception or Tyranitar. So let's see. Okay, Slowking and Iron Hands. Da 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 da. So Chiampao is going to go ahead and protect so that we don't get really hit by anything. And I'm going to Thunderbolts. Does he get hit? It's eh. I really want to hit it with Thunderbolt. I don't know what it's going to do though. So I'm just going to go up with the Dazzling Gleam. Protect on the Chiampao. Fake Out. Yep, Fake Out was going to go for the Chiampao, so we protected that slot. And we outspeed the Slowking. Here comes the Dazzling Gleam. Boom, right to the Iron Hands. Does quite a bit of damage, but it sets up Trick Room. Interesting. Trick Room is now set up. Swap out to Torkoal. And I kind of want to swap out to... Yeah, we'll swap out to Serena, because most likely we're going to get hit with Heavy Slam. So Slowking does Trick Room. A lot of people do Trick Room, so I'm not quite surprised. But he's a really good, interesting water type Pokemon. It's also psychic, and he's been also able to do a couple of raids, so it's not bad. Terra Blast does very little. That's like a normal. Drain Punch also does very little to Torkoal. But that was Chiampao to that slot, so we're just kind of like, oh, I'm going to double into it. I kind of don't want you to live anymore. We're going to Flamethrower, though. Well, yeah. Terra Fire, Flamethrower to the Iron Hands. And then... Power Whip. Flayra. Serena's gonna go last, so it doesn't really matter what I do. You turn off the Slowking with your Iron Hands. Good call. I can't read that. Oh, it's it's that one Pokemon that he is. Among Us. Okay, Terrifier in the sun. It's probably gonna hurt this Pokemon a lot, by the way. Flamethrower. Eruption isn't going to do a whole lot. It's less than half, so that should knock it out, and it does. So it's kind of like a worthy switch in. Surf does a lot of damage. Does not knock out Torkoal, but does a lot of damage. And here comes the U-turn. Right to Slowking, and he doesn't get knocked out still. Why? Why? Okay. Still, the slowest Pokemon on their side of the field is now off the table, and still priority is available. Serena gets swapped out, so we don't have to worry about that. Here comes Tyranitar. Okay. Trick Room has 2 more turns. Swap to Flutter Mane so we can get rid of this weather. And I'm going to Ice Shard into Slowking, which I'm hoping will knock him out. If it doesn't, I'm going to be mad. Because it should. Honestly, it should. I would do Sucker Punch, but I don't have it, so Ice Shard goes into that slot, and it doesn't not... Okay. Psychic. Doesn't do as much damage as he thought. Here comes the Rock Slide, and it's going to miss Flutter Mane, but hits the Chien-Pao for a lot. Doesn't KO, though. But that will knock out the Slowking. That's probably why he wasn't knocked out by Ice Shard. If you guys haven't noticed, when you're on the ladder and they have like dot attacks, some attacks will literally leave them with 1 HP so that they can get hit by the dot damage. Why? I have no idea. But that seems to be the case. Okay, they have 1 more turn for Trick Room. Swap out the Flutter Mane to bring out Torkoal. And I'm going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to swap it out. I'm going to keep him there. I'm going to protect with Chien-Pao. In the event that they go for like a Fake Out, because they can't hit Flutter Mane, so Fake Out has to go into that, or Drain Punch, just like so. And does T-Tar look smaller than anyone else? Like, he's tiny. Like, he's smaller than freaking Iron Hands. And he's supposed to be like this ginormous Pokemon. But he's tiny. You a tiny boy. Tiny baby. Tiny. Alright. Iron Hands is buffed by the weather, so am I, unfortunately. And Dimensions return to normal. So Serena, come on out and play, please. Serena, come on out and I mean, it's gonna hurt both. It doesn't really matter what I pick. That's a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and high jump kick. Play her up on Iron Hands. I mean, no. I'm gonna high jump kick Tyranitar. And I'm going to Ice Spinner into Iron Hands. Ice Spinner goes right into Iron Hands. Boop. Does not knock him out because it's really, really close though. High jump kick right to T-Tar, and he goes down immediately. Drain Punch on the Chien-Pao isn't going to get a whole lot of HP. He's going to get 10. Just a measly little 10. Boop. Just ever so slightly goes up. Chien-Pao goes down. Serena gets buffed by the Sandstorm. And so does Iron Hands. That HP he just got, gone. But that's okay. I'll help you, Iron Hands. I'll bring out the one and true savior of fire, Torkoal. Okay, and we're stuck on a high jump kick. I'm not gonna leave it up to chance. I'm just gonna flamethrower. There we go. High jump kick. Iron Hands knocks him out. That is a W. W. I didn't really get to see the team though. Like, T-Tar was interesting, but what else did Slowking do? That's what I was kind of wondering. Like, what else did Slowking do? All right, and our final match of the day has... Whoa! All right, this is the widest assortment of Pokemon here. So, we've got Annihilate, Thundurus, Barathric, Enamorus, Amoonguss, and Heatran. A lot of these Pokemon do not like me. Absolutely do not like me. We will have to deal with anti-priority. I do not think Thundurus has Tailwind. I'm going to double check this because he is electric. No, he's going to be flying. He's in that weird tier where he's like, I'm not flying, but I am flying. All right. Thundurus. I do not see Tailwind in this list. He does not get it. Okay. So it's just Thunder Wave. So I think Tornadus, Serena, Chien-Pao, and Torkoal. I think that's who I'm going to bring in. For this match, we do see a lot of a variant like teams. We have a status team, so it's like status Trick Room team. And honestly, I don't know how this was going to turn out. Like, yeah, he's got Enamorus, but he just brings them both out. Incarnate forms, by the way. So we're going to see how this team works out. I'm going to taunt Enamorus though, and then I'm going to hit Play Rough on Thundurus. Play Rough should stop Thundurus from doing a lot. He's also got Prankster. So Taunt is going to go up to the Enamorus to stop whatever it's going to do. This Pokemon does have Tailwind. Thundurus uses Eerie Impulse, raises Enamorus attacks 2 stages. Thundurus gets hit, and then Dazzling Gleam comes out from Enamorus. Contrary, man, it's so rough. Swap to Chien-Pao. I don't go right in again with Thundurus. Or yeah, Thundurus. Play Rough right into Thundurus. That's all I can really do at this point. Oh man, contrary. Oh, Scary Face. Doubles the speed. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I hate this, in fact. That's so broken. I now know why they're like in the mid to low 9,000s. Like, that is broken. Tailwind. We're just gonna be faster now. This is all that I can do. Oh, +4 speed. Yep, there it is. That's an L. Contrary build. Was not Trick Room whatsoever. There was literally nothing I could have done. I could have changed Chien-Pao to Flying type and it wouldn't matter. Is it gonna really? No, we're out of here. We're out of here. There's nothing I could do. That is a +4 speed, +2 special attack and Namorous. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing.
So we've got Regidraco, Urshifu, Grimmsnarl, Hisuian Arcanine, Chien-Pao, and Fluttermane. Very interesting assortment of Pokemon. So, what do we have to worry about here? We do have some priority, but Rock Slide or like Hammerhead or something like that from Arcanine is going to be a problem. But the Intimidates is what I'm really going to be worried about. My physical attackers, which is Grimmsnarl, Serena, and Chien-Pao, are going to really be held down from Arcanine. The thing is that I don't really have a way to take him down. So I think... but they don't have anyone to really outspeed me if I do Tailwind. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll bring in Tornadus, Fluttermane, Torkoal, and I'll bring in Chien-Pao for the mismatch. So if it's Chien-Pao, I could be able to Ice Shard and like pop the Sash. If it's Grimmsnarl, I'll be able to hit it really, really hard with Fluttermane. So it's like I don't have any direct counters, which is terrible. Garchomp should be added into the team, or someone that could be easily Terra'd into excuse me, what I'm trying to think of, or someone that can instantly be Terra'd into ground to take advantage of. Like even Great Tusk would be perfect in this matchup. Okay, so we can't taunt the Grimmsnarl. Doesn't work. He's dark. So unless he changes, I can't do anything to him. We're going to swap to Torkoal. I'm going to Terra. I'm not going to Terra. Instead, I'm just going to hit Shadow Ball up against the Arcanine and hopefully get the one-hit KO. The Rock Slide is what I'm definitely worried about here. Tornadus would automatically fall to that, and since Rock Slide is now a stab for Hisuian Arcanine, it becomes a problem. Special attack is heightened. Light screen goes up, lowering down the special attacks. Here comes the Shadow Ball though, into that Arcanine. And it does do a lot of damage, and it lowers down his special defense. Here's that Rock Slide that I was worried about. Does not KO both of my guys, but it gets really, really close. Let's see. I can't Terra. I'm not going to Terra the Fluttermane. That would be a terrible idea right now. Extreme Speed could go into the Torkoal, which Helping Hand is going to eliminate that possibility. Thunder Wave goes over to the Fluttermane, which is going to paralyze it. So he's going to go slower than the Arcanine. Rock Slide goes up. We'll knock out both. Oh, okay. Thunder Wave, huh? Here comes Tornadus and Chien-Pao. And I need to get the rock weakness off of Chien-Pao. Not Chien-Pao, but Tornadus. So we're going to Terra Ghost, and I'm going to Air Slash. Terra Ghost, Tailwind. I would like to be faster. Icicle Crash on the Arcanine. It's not going to do as much damage, but it's the only thing I can do. Oh, they swapped. Okay. Okay, bring out Fluttermane. It's a good call. Free Photosynthesis, so its special attack is heightened. still gonna Terra my Tornadoes just because of the fact that I do not want to get hit with Rock Slide and do like a ton of damage. Thing is that, well, no. I keep thinking that Prankster can't affect Prankster. It's like, no, Prankster can't affect dark types. That's what it is. Icicle Crash takes down Fluttermane. Spirit Break, boop, on the Chien-Pao. Brings it down to 12 HP. Oh, that was a crit too. And we'll drop its special attack. Now here comes Arcanine. It's gonna drop the... Oh no, Urshifu. Gotcha. Actually, yeah, Icicle Crash on the Grimmsnarl. He can go Sucker Punch here, but Sucker Punch and Ice Shard are on the same speed tier, so it goes with the Speed Claws. They changed Poison, which is totally dope. So it removes the weakness to flying attacks. Grimmsnarl will reflect. Most likely we'll have the Light Clay. Icicle Crash. Boop. Doesn't do as much damage. Air Slash does nothing to the Urshifu, but oh, Urshifu flinched and couldn't move. That's funny. Taunt so that he can't protect? That would be cool. Or... this is an interesting combo. Air Slash the Grimmsnarl. And I'm gonna Ice Shard the Urshifu. Let's do a little bit of damage. Thunder Wave goes off, does not hit the Tornadus as he avoids it. Air Slash over to the Grimmsnarl. Wicked Blow right to the Chien-Pao. Knocks him out. We're down to our Tornadus. And the sunlight's faded. And we are out of here. It's 3-on-1 and they're healthy, so I'm not worried about it. All right, next fight. Ooh, very interesting team here. We've got Grimmsnarl, Talonflame, Tinkaton, Scizor, Dragapult, and Lucario. I just swapped out Serena, so now I have to deal with priority. Oh, as soon as just son of a whatever. Okay, we have to deal with it. We have to deal with it. The thing is that Talonflame is faster than Tornadus, so even if Tornadus does have Taunt that has a higher Prankster than he does, it's not going to really mean a whole lot because he goes faster. Like it's like 190 something. That's insane. Let's see. I mean, Fake Out would be able to get it, but I don't have Fake Out on anybody on my team, so that's a shame. We'll go in with Tornadus, Garchomp, Fluttermane. Yes, Fluttermane. And then who do we want to bring in? Grimmsnarl will be really, really helpful here. But I think Chien-Pao might be better. I would have to get rid of the priority. Yeah, we'll bring in Chien-Pao. I'll leave Torkoal and Grimmsnarl on the back. It's like the game knew. It's like, oh, you switched out of anti-priority? Oh yeah, we're just gonna throw one right in your face. Like, oh, why? Why? But that's okay. We'll go through it. Grimmsnarl, Talonflame. So here comes our pressure here. So we can go for the Tailwind, because they're going to use Tailwind, or we can go for the taunt to shut down the Tailwind. I'm just going to go straight for the Tailwind and not worry about it. And we're Terra Steel, so we would super affect the Grimmsnarl, but we would be weaker to Talonflame. So we're just going to go straight into Talonflame with the Dragon Claw. Tailwind goes first. Reflect. Dragon Claw. Drops Talonflame a little more than half. A Will-O-Wisp. So he's that kind of build. Okay, so he could still be Tailwind, but Gale Wings is now off. But now I need to get Garchomp out of there. It's not necessarily useful at the moment. We're gonna taunt the Talonflame now. Terra Steel. I mean, that's not gonna do anything now, right? Let's protect. We're gonna protect with Garchomp. In case they go into any type of attacks to that slot. Taunt stops Talonflame from using any of the status moves. Light Screen now lowers the damage of special attacks now. And Talonflame could not Tailwind because of Taunt. So we're going to protect on Tornadus now, and we'll go ahead and Dragon Claw the Talonflame. We traded the Talonflame to get rid of the taunt. Sent out Scizor. Protect. Thunder Wave goes to the protect. Dragon Claw. Boop. Oh, well, he is part steel, so obviously that's not going to do a whole lot. But now Talonflame is gone. Do I want to use my Terra now? That's a good question. How long do I have for Tailwind? Tailwind lasts for one more turn. It's Air Slash the Grimmsnarl, and I will Terra Steel Earthquake. I've been wanting to use the Terra for a while. Might as well just click the freaking button. Grimmsnarl is pretty much rendered weak, or like useless. I don't have Lunar Blessing. That would be really, really useful, but I don't have it on my team. Thunder Wave goes to Tornadus, which is going to paralyze him. Okay. Earthquake from the Garchomp. Does not affect Tornadus. Does very little damage. Air Slash. Does... Oh, that was a crit. That was doing a lot more damage, and here comes the Swords Dance. +2 to attack. Tailwind's gone. We bring up Tailwind. And protect on the Garchomp. We're trying to get as much of like value out of Garchomp now. He's not doing too hot. Tailwind, even with paralyzation, Tailwind still goes before. Bullet Punch, Tornadus, we'll get the one-hit KO. Parting Shot. Not bad, not bad. Water Main. Mythical Fire on the Scizor. And we'll Terra Blast or Grimmsnarl. I don't think it's going to matter. Bullet Punch. Boop. That's gonna knock out the Flutter Mane. Super effective. I think it is a steel type move. Party shot. Yeah, Garchomp is like rendered useless. As soon as it got burnt, it was done. As soon as it got burnt. We brought out Talonflame. Terra Blast, Terra Steel, right into that slot there. That does nothing. The burn is really what did it. Drop my attack by half. Okay. High Shards with Talonflame, and we will protect on Garchomp. Withdrew Talonflame. Bring out the Grimmsnarl. I think U-turn should have been like useful there. If you taught Talonflame U-turn, it would do damage and then retreat. Super effective. Ugh. We are pretty much donezo here. Garchomp's getting low. Chien Pao is really, really low. We're out. Not gonna waste your guys' time doing something like a priority move is gonna take out Chien Pao. I can't stop it. Grimmsnarl can, you know, well, he can't Breakster any of the runic Pokemon, but still, just not. Yeah. All right. Next matchup, we've got Indeedee, Hatterene, Ursaluna, Iron Hands, Rathbrig, and Cresselia. Oh, great. So, independent Trick Room team with all the priority negates in the world. Oh, what am I gonna do here? This is gonna be fun. All right. I don't think Tornadus is going to be useful here. I don't. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be worthless. So I'll bring in... I'll bring in Garchomp, Chien Pao, Flutter Mane, and Torkoal. I have to bring in Torkoal to take out... to be able to compete in the Trick Room trend. I have to. But there are definite holes in my strategy, for sure. I need to figure out how to fix those holes. Ursaluna and Cresselia. Chien Pao and Garchomp. Okay. I'm not going to Terra Steel because I need to be able to hit Pokemon. So I'm going to Dragon Claw the Cresselia, Terra Flying, Ruination on Cresselia. Because I'm afraid that the Earthquake is going to come out, and if I Terra Steel there, I'd be weak against the Earthquake, so this is going to make it so that I don't get hit for a whole lot. But I'm hoping to knock out Cresselia now. Unless it becomes Terra Fairy, and then you completely, like... It does not. Okay. Ursaluna changes to Ghost. Again, making it so that I can't hit it with, like, a fighting move, but that's not my target at all. Ruination goes into Cresselia, drops it to 50%, and here comes a Dragon Claw from Garchomp. It still doesn't KO. Oh, here's the Moonblast to Chien Pao, and a Drain Punch to Chien Pao as well. It's going to survive just because it's not fly or you know, ice. And leftovers gets activated by the Cresselia, and Ursaluna is now burnt. There's the type matches. Has no effect. It's going to do a little bit of damage to the Ursaluna. Is not going to do anything to the Cresselia because he's levitating. So if I'm going to do that, I might as well just do like the single target to the Ursaluna and maybe Icicle Crash on the Cresselia. Yeah, we'll do that. Withdrew Cresselia. So we're going to bring out Farafrig. Icicle Crash. It was hoping to counter the supposed... oh, that was a crit. I was hoping to counter the move that I would have been able to do. Facade goes right into the Garchomp, knocks him out, but it's going to do a little bit of damage due to the Rough Skin. We might have double KO'd both combatants here. We did not. Oh, well, the burn. So it's kind of like a double KO. The burn is what did it. Not Rough Skin. But the Farafrig switch in was to prevent like a one-hitter for sure. Now we're gonna bring in Torkoal because if they decide to bring in use Trick Room now, I have the advantage. And there's the Iron Hands. I could Helping Hand into the Qian Pao, which is going to make it so he can knock out anybody. Which that's going to be like the move. Because I can Icicle Crash into the Farigiraf. And if they do fake out to... Or they can fake out Qian Pao. I should have thought of that. Helping Hand. But if they fake out Torkoal, it's not going to do anything. Oh, they went Qian Pao. Should have known. Here comes the Trick Room. Oh, Hyper Voice. Knocks out Qian Pao. And does that Farigiraf have Throat Spray? Doesn't look like it does. Judging by the amount of damage that I just received, it doesn't seem like it's based for attacking. So I'm just going to play off of that. I'm going to walk in with a Helping Hand Torkoal and do myself a favor by doing a boosted Dazzling Gleam for both. Double knockout. Now it's 2 on 1? Yeah, it's 2 on 1. Garchomp's out. And we'll do this right. Battle is canceled. That one was a lot easier. Not sure why. All right, next match is up. Oh, wow, what? Why is he here? Okay. We have Tornadus, Garchomp, Heatran, Go-Goat, Amoonguss, and Fluttermane. I don't know what the Go-Goat is for. This is definitely interesting to bring in a Go-Goat. I wonder if that's on purpose or that's on accident. That's really, really funny. Okay, so we do have to worry about Tailwind, so we will be bringing in our good and trusted friend Tornadus. We will also be bringing in Fluttermane and Garchomp so that we could take out Heatran and also their Fluttermane. And yeah, I think we know our lineup. So we'll bring in Fluttermane, Garchomp, and Qian Pao. We'll leave Torkoal in the back, as well as Grimmsnarl. I think I'm going to change Grimmsnarl to be what it is now, to have Parting Shot and Thunderwave. That strategy seemed to be really, really strong. And then if I'm going to do that, I'm going to bring in someone that has like a U-turn, just so that I can constantly get swaps in and out. So, Tornadus and Fluttermane. Tailwind to what? I could Thunderbolt the Tornadus away. You know what? I think I'll do that. But I'm going to Terra first, so I don't get hit with Shadow Ball, and I'm going to hit the Tornadus with everything that I've got. They're going to Terra. It's the Fluttermane. Okay. I'm also going to Terra. So Fluttermane goes to Fairy, which is its tried and true thing. It's like we copied each other, but let's see what they do. Tailwind. Yes. I also activate Tailwind. And they do Moonblast to my Fluttermane. One hit? Absolutely not. What was that? Not only did they go first, but they hit first time? Okay. I absolutely don't understand that, but all right. It's like if they went speed, then they wouldn't be able to knock out Fluttermane. That's not in the calcs. Even with it being spec'd, it would still survive. But all right, let's see what happens. Okay, we're gonna Air Slash into the Fluttermane, and I'm gonna Icicle Crash into the Tornadus. Sunny Day. Photosynthesis boost. Speed was it. So doubled. Okay. That is spec speed. Okay. Now I figure out how they were able to outspeed me, but that doesn't really matter when I'm supposed to be able to, you know, live against an attack. Air Slash. I feel like that should have done a little bit more damage. We'll see. Alright, Heatran's next. Tornadus is going to continue its onslaught against the Fluttermane, because that's the worst Pokemon that I have to deal with right now. And I'm going to protect on Chien-Pao to let it survive just a little bit longer. Moonblast goes right to the Tornadus. Did I do it long enough for the Tailwinds to go away? I mean, Fluttermane is still faster than my team, regardless. Protect on Garchomp, and I'm gonna Ice Shard the Fluttermane. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but we'll try. That's 205, now 307, boost, or doubled because of the weather and Tailwind. Moonblast right into Chien-Pao. Alright. Tailwind's gone. The weather still has one more or two more turns. Yeah, we'll do this. Fluttermane's got us. I was really hoping to like be able to knock them out, but they just outsped me, even with Tailwind. And that's just how it happens, guys. Okay, so we got Urshifu, Heatran, Dragonite, Fluttermane, Tornadus, and Ursaluna. Okay. I'm a little afraid of Dragonite since now I don't have any anti-priority. I think that team is going to get revamped after work tonight, just because of the fact that I don't like the performance. I think my team is all over the place and I need to refine it a little bit more. But in this case, I do have to worry about Tailwind going up from Tornadus. So Tornadus has to come in first. We're bringing Chien Pao second. So we could take out not only Tornadus, Dragonites, but Ursaluna. Garchomp for the Heatran coverage. And I think Fluttermane might be the last, just so that we can deal with Urshifu, Dragonite, and yeah, I think that's gonna be the call. I don't like it, but I think that's what I have to do. Okay, let's see what we have to deal with. Fluttermane and Heatran. So for this case, I'm going to Tailwind and I'm going to Terra to then Icicle Crash into the Fluttermane. I have to take the Terra off of Chien Pao. I need to be able to not be Ice or Dark. And I'm just gonna go flying so I resist some of that damage. Not all of it, but some of it. Tailwind. Icicle Crash, right into the Fluttermane. Drops it to Sash. Here comes Dazzling Gleam. Does a considerable amount of damage still, but here comes the Heat Wave. Double knockout. So the last two. Uh-oh. I still have Tailwind, but now I can't Earthquake, which is terrible. Earthquake would definitely take out this Heatran. I might have to. I don't want to, but I might have to. Dragon Claw, the Heatran, and I'm going to Shadow Ball the Fluttermane because I can't do anything else. God dang it. Alright, withdrew the Fluttermane to bring out Tornadus. But here comes the Shadow Ball. They're going to Terra the Heatran. That's a terrible decision on their part. Change it into Grass. What is this, a homie drop? I did like no damage to you. Shadow Ball, here comes that all the way to the Tornadus. Does not KO still. Dragon Claw with a crit to the Heatran. Does a lot of damage. Here comes the Flash Cannon over to the Fluttermane. The swap was to prevent Fluttermane from going down. Because now I have to pick is it Heatran that I want to take down, or is it Tornadus? I think Tornadus is more of a problem. So I'm going to take down a Tornadus first. It's going to get Tailwind off, though. Oh, no. Heatran's going to protect. Oh, it doesn't do Tailwind? Oh, well, Protect goes first. Yep, there's Tailwind. And I can't prevent it because, you know, my Pokemon would have taken out the first attack. Heatran's getting HP back. And we'll just Earthquake. I think they're going to attack before I do, though. Especially Fluttermane. Fluttermane's way too fast. Moonblast right into that slot. Goes down Garchomp. Okay. That's a loss. Right, ladies and gents. Looks to be we have a lot of thinking to do for our team. But again, that is totally fine. This is all going to be a learning experience for all of us. And because of the fact that we are still learning our team, we are going to be making a lot of changes. Trust me, I didn't say I wasn't going to make any. But we will be looking over the team tonight, and I will be making changes to kind of fit the better playstyle that I have. I am a Tailwind user. I could also do Trick Room, but I am more attuned to doing more things with the stuff that I have. So Tailwind is going to be the offensive strategy that we bring in, and then I'm going to start coming in up with different things to kind of interact with Tailwind and do the best that I can there. But as for right now, that's going to be all of our battles for today's video. I want to thank you guys for watching as long as you have, and I hope that you guys enjoyed the show and the series so far. If you do, though, go ahead and do the YouTube things by leaving a like if you like it, dislike it if you didn't. Leave a comment down below. I do reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind. It is the best way to get a hold of me and to have a good conversation with you. And subscribe if you're new or if you're a returning viewer. It does help out the channel. By the end of the month, we'd like to hit 400. We're really close, and I have a personal goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. And because of the recent sub growth, I believe that we could hit it, but I could do that with your guys' help. So until tomorrow, have a great day, and I'll see you then. Let's roll the outro.